right side up?
Nope.
Yeah.
There we go. Hi there. We're Troy and Dina. We are doing a quick impromptu episode of Decorating Date Night. So this is us demoing our shower, not because we want to, but because we have to. That was taking the door off. All you do is lift it up. Is that right, honey?
Yeah.
And then bring it out and then move it to the side. So what happened is we are, hello, waving to you. Hi, Alan. We are having to, hi, Steve. How are you? I'm going to wave at you. We are having to do this because when it was laid initially, oh gosh, how long ago do you think that was? Over 10 years ago?
Yeah, 10, 12 years ago maybe.
Yeah, so when it was done originally, sadly it was not installed properly, and there was mold and the tiles were actually coming off. So now we are left with having to replace this. So yeah, it should just come off the track. If not, is it not working?
It's not
Lifting, it's not lifting up.
Which is weird. You want to show the mold in the bucket?
Okay, so I'll show you the mold in the bucket. Isn't that exciting? So this is what has been on our wall, which is not good. So this is what's having to come off the wall. Good morning. Hi, Sue. How are you? So what we are having to do is, it's not coming up. Oh, ouch, that hurt. Anyway, so that's the mold. So we're having to take off. You can see what we've already taken off. So there was a moisture barrier just at the bottom, but the problem is, you see all that mold on the wall? You can't put tile on drywall. You can't even do it in a shower, which, anyway, so that's the issue. Good morning. So we're having to rip this all out, which is not fun. We're going to get out as much as we can before bringing in a professional contractor, our friend Bob. But we are hoping to get a little bit ahead of it. So let me just come. My bathroom is a mess. I'm sorry about that. It used to be, there's my clothes. It used to be quite pretty before we were in construction. But if you can see, the tile goes not only in the shower, but completely around the bathroom, which then poses a problem in the sense of, okay, so how do you got it off? So what was the trick of getting the shower door off?
It's just kind of pinned in the track for some reason.
Okay. So in order to get the shower door off, I know I'm bouncing all over the place, you have to lift up and then bring it out, and that's how you get the shower door off. Anyway, so the problem is, as I was saying, is that the tile not only is in the shower, but then it connects throughout. So how do you break off and add when you cannot find this tile anymore because it's discontinued because it's so old? Well, after much research and trying to come up with an alternative tile and how do you break it off, discovered that they make copper shower surrounds. Whoop, whoop. Very excited about that. So we are getting a copper shower that's going to go in place of where the tile is. What? Sorry, dear. Getting your hammer at hand. So that's really the goal. So picking up on the copper that's in our sinks, the copper vessel sinks, we're going to then bring that look into the shower. So ouch, I keep on tripping over stuff. Here's the tricky thing. So as you can see, this is the old shower door. We're going to go with a frameless shower. How do you break it off? So we're going to use this as our break off piece and then continue. So once we get the tile off until this point, we're going to bring the copper actually to our molding. So that's going to be the natural break off point, and then bring it straight on up. And then the tile's going to literally go to the ceiling. We're going to wrap it around and bring it to the end of this wall, hopefully. That's the plan, at least. So that's what we're going to be trying to do. Hi, Michelle. Sorry for the banging.
One of the lessons in this is keep an eye on your contractors.
Yeah.
Or subcontractors. Because we know what to do in a shower, but the people who did it, they know better too, but they didn't do what they're supposed to do. So
Hi, Lisa.
pay attention so you don't end up with a surprise 10 years later.
Yeah, this is, I love to do renovations. I love to do projects, but I like to do them on my terms. I don't like to do them because we have to fix a repair. So as you remember, our last DIY project was us taking out the wall in between our kitchen and our dining room. And that was fun because that was just us doing something that we wanted to do. This is kind of like, oh, we have to spend money that we really didn't want to. Oh my. Okay. So, ooh. In watching a lot of the DIY, first of all, the world of YouTube is so helpful. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, fun. Ha 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 is right.
By the way, if you notice, I'm wearing goggles.
Yeah, that's very important. My cousin Lisa's watching, and she said, "Looks like fun." Ha ha ha. Like
Lots of
sarcastically.
sharp shards of the tile fly off, so you definitely want to.
Yeah, and if you can get gloves that have a plastic, a sharp. Let me show you what I'm talking about. These gloves have that really thick, like a plasticky backing, so that nothing can go through them. So anyway, that's important to wear too. Why my husband's not wearing them, I don't know, but I was wearing them.
I'm not picking up the tiles and stuff right now, so.
Yeah, part of the cleanup is that's important to wear those. So anyway, getting back to the project and the vision. So the vision is to doing the copper surround so that we're going to bring it up to the window wall all the way around and wrap it, therefore not having to disturb the rest of the bathroom that has the tile going all the way up to chair rail height and then even in towards the bathroom area. So we didn't want to have to do that. So in any event, yeah. So that's kind of the plan. So now let's see if I can turn back a little bit. You'll see this picture window. This is probably going to be next to impossible, but my vision is to save that and then frame it and then put it and hang it in this area. Put the light on for you, if I can find the light, so that I can put it kind of over the toilet as just kind of a focal point, but that may or may not happen. I'm thinking it probably will be too difficult to get off in one piece, but you never know.
Well, I think the key, this is all soft
Right,
down here.
right.
Mold and moisture. I'm trying to get kind of that off, and I think the idea is going to be to try to come up the seam.
Right?
And
Okay.
take the whole wall off.
Really? I'm going to be impressed if you can do that, honey.
Not only that, and then once we have it off, then we can score it in the back.
Gotcha.
And then we can try to save this as one piece.
Okay, honey, if
Once
it doesn't,
it's off the wall.
yeah,
There's no way we'll get it off the wall in one piece.
this
now,
way,
obviously.
yeah. Well, if it doesn't come off in one piece, I'm not going to be upset. It was something that would be nice. Trying to make lemonade out of lemons, if you will. So in the new shower, so to speak, it's going to be all copper, like we said. And in this area where there is the little corner seat, we're not going to do a corner seat anymore. Instead, I'd like to find actually a piece of stone. One thing that I did see at an estate sale, from one to another, is a pop-up shop that is in our area. They're fantastic, and they open every week or so. And what they do is they go and buy out homes, estate sales, and then they resell it. Well, they had this piece of petrified wood, and it's the size of like a small side table. And I thought, I would love that in here as a little table and maybe a footrest, and we could put our shampoo bottles on it. It'd be perfect, except it weighs like 300 pounds. So therein lies the problem. How on earth do I then lift it up and clean around it and all that kind of stuff? So,
You're doing like a glass floor, right?
and I'm doing a glass tile floor. So found this great tile. Let me come over here and show you it.
So the big heavy thing that we were able would scratch the glass floor.
Right.
Concerned about that?
Right. Yeah, we were a little bit concerned about that, but I'm most concerned about being able to clean. I am a little bit of a clean freak. So found this tile. This is not going to do it justice. Oceanside is the brand of a tile. Hi, Monica. Good seeing you yesterday at Costco. Anyway,
we couldn't talk.
Yeah, sorry we couldn't talk. Kind of had ourselves kind of boxed in with having to shop at last minute. Anyway.
On the phone.
What's that?
And
Oh, yeah, and then Troy was on the phone talking to his mom. Anyway, so this tile, I don't know if you can see it. It doesn't look like it's all white, but it is. It's different shades of white and also clear. And it's floor-rated tile so that you can actually stand on it, and it's meant in for a shower. So you install the tile, it says this side out. So this backing, instead of being on the bottom, actually is on the top. And from what I understand, it just kind of disintegrates and it peels off. And you're using a white base and then white grout, and it's supposed to be just stunning. I saw it on a board in the tile store, and it really, really, really did. Monica says, no worries, refreshing myself. Great seeing you. Oh, tile looks beautiful. Well, that's a story. If you watch back, we're having to replace some of it, as you can see, because it had mold. But anyway, that's another story. Yeah, you can probably take that off. I think just a screwdriver. Anyhow, so this oceanside tile is super expensive. And of course, I fell in love with one that was discontinued. But that actually worked to my advantage, because then going up for a trip, which is probably not good. Going up to a trip to see my dad up in Jersey, let me just tell you, New Jersey is phenomenal for tile. I mean, great for tile in the sense that they have a lot of different varieties and a lot of competition, so their pricing is amazing. So this oceanside tile, if I can remember correctly, goes for about like $45 a square foot. But because I found the one that I loved, of course, was discontinued, which again worked to my advantage. Up in New Jersey, there was a tile place that carries all discontinued tiles. And I was like, oh, yay, the heavens are shining upon me. So excited. So found my tile, the discontinued tile that I love, for $14.99 a square foot, down from like the $40 or $45 square foot price, which is the original. So very exciting. So hi, Sarah, how are you? Hopefully married life is treating you well. Love seeing all your pics on Facebook. You guys are super cute together. Anyway, so that was kind of, my steal, if you will, my find. So if you can make a trip up to New Jersey, not to say that you shouldn't support your local places, local businesses. I'm all about that. But sometimes you have to do a balance of supporting local and then also finding deals so that you can actually do the project. What was that?
The door closed.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so that was my steal. Going to incorporate that on the floor because copper, the copper, let me just show you. You know what copper looks like. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. But of course, it's a deep, rich, dark color. So what we wanted to do in order to be able to brighten the space, we do have some natural light, but in order to be able to brighten the space, I wanted to do a white floor also to pick up on the white that's in our shower. So, or I should say our tub. So that will kind of bring the two spaces together. And in addition to that, having the white floor, the different types of whites, will also bring around the white accents we have going throughout the bathroom, like in all of our doors and all of our framing and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the vibe that we're going for.
And if you haven't done this before, it's surprising how sharp the shards of the tile are.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't thinking, and I started this project barefooted. And I realized, okay, that hurts. That's a mistake. So now I have my shoes on. So, and of course you're barefooted.
Yeah, but that's because I'm not in the throes of it. Yeah, you don't want to see me on camera right now. My hair's in a ponytail. I'm still in my pajamas, somewhat pajamas.
So my primary aim at this point, I think, is to help identify where the framing is, so that when Bob gets here, it'll be easy for him to see where to try to bust out the tile to get that whole section out.
Right.
It appears that we'll have to do it right up here.
Okay.
And once I get behind this, probably on that side too.
Right.
It's a shot in the dark. I think it's doable. The problem is how easy we'll be able to pop it off of the...
In one full sheet.
Because there's probably screws in the drywall.
Right.
And it's going to be resistant to wanting to pop.
Right.
And so that might crack and break up the tile, but at least it's worth a shot, maybe.
There you go. It might take more than one person, too.
Yeah, it's going to be heavy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Now this, I guess I should have brought a razor. I wonder if this will work. Oh, it's silicone.
Yep, that's important to loosen and get off.
The silicone is all that's holding it up in place right now.
Yeah. Bob's going to be so proud of us, honey.
Oh, yeah?
Too bad he's not watching. I don't think he's on Facebook. Monique, are you watching? I don't think so.
You can watch it. You can critique.
Yeah, critique is for sure.
What we've done right and wrong here.
So you'll also, Troy and I are going to be going up to our daughter's house at some point this week. I'm going up ahead, and then Troy's going to pop in for just like a day visit. And we're going to be doing a Facebook Live for up there as well. My daughter has moved into her new home with her husband, and a ton of projects there to be had. I'm going to be painting her kitchen cabinets, so I'll be doing a demonstration of that. I've now started a podcast with a good friend of mine, Stephanie. It's called the DIY Designer Podcast. I know the concept of doing a podcast about design seems odd because it's typically a very visual thing, but what she's done is linked to some visual stuff so that you can see stuff as we're talking about it on our podcast. So I encourage you to check it out. It's called the DIY Designer Podcast with Stephanie Sullivan and Dina Carroll.
Did you talk about the trouble signs that gave us a heads up we were having a problem?
Okay, so some trouble signs. Hi, Sherry. I can't wait to talk with you. I'm so excited for you with your daughter's wedding. Mwah, I'm sending you kisses and hugs. Anyway, so some of the trouble signs and warning signs, if you know that your shower's leaking, so to speak, is every time I would clean it, there was like in the corner this black strip, and no matter what I did, I could not get it clean. We're talking, I did like full strength bleach, and I just, oh my gosh, knocking myself out with the fumes, nothing. And then it kept traveling further and further up the wall. And then one time I was cleaning, and I had noticed, but I kind of ignored it because I didn't want to see the trouble, that at the bottom in the corner, down here, one of the tiles was loose when I went to clean it, and I was like, oh, nope, not going to think about it. Then one day my husband's like, honey, did you notice that tile's a little bit loose? And I thought, yes. What do you mean? So we called our contractor friend Bob over. He comes over and he looks at it and he's like, do you mind if I just take it off? It's kind of loose. I said, yeah. So he pops it off and he goes, uh-oh. There was like nothing was holding it in. He goes, I hate to tell you this, but the entire shower has to be gutted. There's mold back here. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I do not, God bless, I do not want to deal with this. So, God bless, honey. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you start noticing that the black is traveling up the wall in the corner, you've got a problem. And don't ignore it, because ignoring it doesn't make it go away, like with anything, right? But for some reason, we fool ourselves into thinking if we just don't pay attention to it, that it'll just go away.
Even though this is tightly laid tile, there's still a
grout line. Yeah.
I mean, it's
sure,
an eighth of an inch, if that.
Right.
But the grout is porous. And so the moisture will travel through that, and then if you don't have the right kind of backing, if you have regular drywall, that's absorbent, and so as the water seeps through the grout, it's like a sponge on the other side, and it's sucking the water through the wall.
Right.
And then that moisture, obviously, is a breeding ground for mold. And eventually, the drywall gets moldy and mushy, and it swells.
And it can't hold the tile.
And then the tile
pops
gets
off.
loose and pops.
Yeah.
So that's how we figured out what our deal was. Now
that threshold is also, I think.
Is that just silicone down? I don't see any screws.
You know what? I'm not entirely sure.
Huh. All right. Well, we'll figure that one out in a second.
I'm not unsure about. Hi, Jennifer. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
You gonna talk about what one of your ideas was?
Oh, okay. Yes, I will. So if I just kind of just move this out of the way. So let me just.
It's not a workable idea, but it was creative.
Thank you. I have all sorts of creative ideas. Okay, so let me bring you into our bathroom. Excuse the mess. Again, we are under construction. That's my excuse. So here's our tub. Love my tub. I actually use my tub. It has the jets. It's a 2-person tub. And we have, sometimes I'll just go in here, me and my tub and some candles, and I just relax. And it's wonderful. I have a beautiful skylight above. It's just actually like my own little retreat, and I can just be lost in my own little world in my tub. Did not want to lose the tub, because one of the ideas was to lose the tub and put the shower here and then turn this into a closet. And I thought, yeah, that could work, because, we're kind of limited on closet space. We have a walk-in closet here, but my clothes alone could fit in there. So in any event, I was like, all right, so I guess we'll go back to the original idea was to turn my tub into a shower. So keeping the shower intact, but adding the tub intact rather, but adding glass walls on 3 sides. So the 2 sides here, and then this front side along here, and then to do a shower head, either coming from the ceiling, can't do that because there's a skylight, or this back wall, which would have been pretty cool, except the problem is it's an outside wall. You can't have plumbing on an outside wall.
You can, but
you'd have to build a false wall, which would then add additional work because this tile wall would then be lost. So it's like, all right, can't do that. So my idea, we could have done just a false wall or an additional wall in front of and above the tile, but you're just talking, you're creating issues that don't need to be there. Hi, Debbie. You're doing that too. Yeah, it's not so fun. Debbie's saying that they're doing the same project themselves too. All right, good. So hopefully this will be helpful, having these tips that that maybe you can glean from. In any event, that would have been really cool to do glass, and then the shower head coming off the back, and then turning this into a closet. I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. That's perfect. That's what we need to do. So I had a shower door expert come out, and he assured me that that would be not a good plan, because how could you possibly create the seal that you need? Plus we've got the window here. Where would I end it? Would I have to? So then it was like, okay, I guess we can angle back towards the wall, but it was just not going to happen.
Well, that's how to get in and out.
And how do you get in and out? Yeah, there were so many obstacles, and I was trying to troubleshoot, and I was trying to figure that out and trying to come up with creative solutions, because design, as I've described before, is all about creativity and putting that creativity into action and having your problems become, the source of inspiration. Well, that wasn't really happening. So back to square one, did some thinking, and I asked myself the questions that I ask my clients when I go out. What are the things that you love? What are the things that you gravitate towards? And as I was answering those questions myself, I was like, I love copper. I love it. So I got to thinking, I wonder if anyone's developed a copper shower. So good old Google showed me a company that does copper showers. So what's interesting about this copper shower, you'll see once we'll do another Facebook Live as we get to that point. The copper actually comes in sheets and in strips. So you install it yourself. From the video that's on their website, it makes it seem like a second grader could do it. So I guess we'll find out together if that's actually going to be the case. But that's the idea of doing this copper shower.
Maybe we'll have to find a second grader.
Right?
If we can't do it, we'll find a second grader.
What is that TV show? Something with the fifth grader? Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Yeah, exactly. So in any event, if you have any questions, feel free to ask as we're doing this. This is a project that we didn't really want to do, but we're going to make some lemonade out of lemons, so to speak.
And we thought about doing barrier-free.
Right.
Problem there is it's so close to the window, and
there's a vent down here. Yeah.
You're worried about water running down there.
How do you grate it away? And then you'd have to then mess up the floor, and then of course the tile goes throughout the floor. Where do you break it up? And it's just. And we could.
There was a waterfall idea.
Yeah, we tried to do a waterfall idea. So one other idea, by the way, of doing a barrier-free shower, not having any sort of a lip, you just kind of go and walk into the shower without anything at all, without any door or anything. Okay, so in addition to the problem of the floor, grading it down, you've got the problem of replacing the floor tile. Of course, this tile, as I told you, is not available anymore. So then I thought, I can do a different tile and make it like a rug, like purposely do a different tile and do an inset and graduate that down. Well, yeah, in theory, that sounds good. In practice, it's almost impossible. So that kind of null and voided that idea as well. But these are the things that I help you kind of work through as we come out together to your house. By the way, if you ever want us to do a decorating date night at your house, it's a service that we do for free. You get my design expertise for free. We only ask that you make a contribution and a donation to the Marriage Resource Center. That's our charity of choice. The kind of the set amount that we ask that you, and if you can, this is no obligation, is $100 per episode. If you want us to come out and do that, you're not under no obligation, but it's also, you can do more, but it's also a tax write-off for you. We actually see no benefit to this other than the fact that we get to have a date night and we get to do a talent that the Lord's given me and share that with you and just have fun together. So in any event, oh, how you doing there, sweetie?
All right, well, I think that this is merely basically glued in place with silicone, but I'm about to find out because I can see 0 screws.
Okay, that's very possible.
We weren't involved in putting this in, so I'm not exactly sure.
No, I think this was actually one of our big box stores that came out and installed this.
Yeah, they didn't do the tile.
No.
So that was a different store that is no longer around in town.
So in any event, so this is, oh, is it coming up?
Well, we're getting under. I think that once I score this and get under it, I think it will pop off. But we'll find out if I'm right.
All right. And we're just going to be on just a few more minutes.
And one of the things, too, why we're doing the project the way we are...
Hi, Kathy.
It wasn't just that the tile was unavailable, although that made it no other options. But even if it was, I was kind of aggravated that we have to redo this. This bathroom wasn't cheap, and so I thought... to redo it as a repair is rather annoying, but if we redo it as a redesign or some way to try to upgrade the look and feel of the bathroom, I could get my
because
head around that.
This isn't going to be cheap either. Nothing's cheap. My gosh.
But it's going to give the bathroom a totally different kind of
vibe. I'm so excited about this.
Let's see. So I'm noticing that there's more silicone on this side and the other side. That's because that's all water's on this side. So
I'll tell you what happened. Okay, so initially when we had the shower door put in by one of the big box stores, I can't remember which one, doesn't matter, it was leaking. That should have been my first indicator. But I'm like, oh, maybe they just, we're having a bad day. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt and try and exercise grace and mercy when I can. So I called them up and I was like, hey, the water is coming out of the shower, even though the shower doors are closed. Do you think maybe you can come out and look at it? So the guy comes out with this big tube of silicone and silicone the inside where Troy is to death. He must have put a pound of silicone on there.
Tell me about it.
Well, I will say this. It didn't leak anymore.
Yeah,
So that being said, it made it very difficult to clean. And so what I found was that the water was somehow kind of sneaking under there, and there was all sorts of brown gunk, which was hidden by the fact that the actual tray is brown, or the bottom of the shower door is brown, the frame, I should say. But still,
speaking of leaks,
I'm a clean freak, and it was like, bleh.
We should have known this project 10, 12 years ago was in trouble from the very beginning, because right after it was put in, we were having water damage on the ceiling of the family
That's
room.
true. That's true. And we thought it was from the opposite. There's another bathroom on the opposite of this wall, and we thought it was from that bathroom because the toilet overflowed. It was probably from here.
Yeah, well, I think that they didn't properly put in the pan underneath the shower. Remember, we had
Yeah.
Patrick come out and fix that for us.
So, in any event, it has been an adventure.
Education's never free.
It's my husband's famous line. Anyway, I appreciate you all dropping in to watch this DIY adventure, if you will, of decorating date night. Once we get this up, we'll wrap it up, and you can stay tuned. Maybe next week we'll do another episode. Just kind of depends on where we are. We're certainly going to be doing an episode from our daughter's house next week.
Yeah, it depends a little bit on Bob the Builder's schedule.
Yeah, our friend Bob is hard to get a hold of sometimes.
As our son likes to call him, Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
So the question we have for Bob is, Bob, can we do it?
Yeah. Yes, we can.
We can. And if you want to start on the demo without me, you're more than welcome to try. And so here I am.
Hi, Lavina. How are you.
All right, another foot to go.
Okay, here we go. Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see if I'm right.
Oh my goodness. Is it coming off? Oh, I don't even want to see what's under there. It's going to be nasty. Oh gosh, that's going to be so gross.
Hey!
Yay! Oopa! Oh, look, see? Look how nasty that is. Ugh. Ugh. That is what I was trying to clean. And you can't. It's like under there. Is that the grossest of gross? Oh my gosh. Ugh, I can't wait to get this out. Ugh. For someone who has like a touch of OCD, this is really nasty. Oh my gosh. I feel dirty right now. This is so gross.
So some of the happy news is it looks like the piping, you can see it from the backside if you want to show it.
Yeah.
But the pipes and everything are in pretty good shape. So we don't have to replace that. We're going to change the fixtures. But,
Yes, yeah.
But the guts of the plumbing can stay in place. We caught a break there.
Yeah, thank
You can
goodness.
see there's a little bit of evidence of moisture getting out of the 2x4s.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Bob's going to have to replace
But,
those.
no, I think that
you
if
think
we-
that it's okay?
Yeah, I think we
if we wash
bleach-
them
if
down
we
with
bleach
mold?
that
I mean,
and,
wash those down, yeah.
And treat it, I think we're okay. And who
Okay.
knows over time how much longer we would have had before that would have had to be cut out
Right,
and replaced.
right. Hi, Danny.
So, that's
Our
good
daughter's
news.
watching. Lavina says, Troy Skinner, you are hired, LOL.
So
You'll have to wait your turn, Lavina.
now the thing I don't know how to do is
Yeah.
I don't know how to have a clean break. here.
Right. We're going to have Bob come out and
Bob's
help
gonna have
us
to
with
figure
that.
out, 'cause we are trying to salvage this guy.
Yes. So here's the beauty of it. I do have a few pieces of the wall tile and the floor tile, if need be, that it gets completely destroyed. Yeah, we'll just kind of figure it out together. So anyway, Lavina, yes, we are doing well. Thank you for asking. It's been years since we've seen you. So hope you're doing well and still selling real estate, I assume. So here is the piping, by the way, which thankfully is intact. So yeah. What? Oh, yeah, you can see it pretty well.
You can see there's a little bit of evidence of there's been some. Probably it's probably more sweat than
Mm-hmm. Right.
leak. So, but I think we can clean that up. I think it's fine. I don't
Yep.
think it's.
Yep.
I think that's natural
Sure.
wear. That's not, and this would be the time to replace it.
Right. And so we're going to, when we take everything off, we'll give it a good look and just make sure. And if we need to call in our plumber, Putman Plumbing is our plumber. They're fantastic, by the way. I highly recommend them. Hi, Marlena, if you're watching. And Patrick, they've a family-owned business, and they've been our plumber for almost 20 years. And they have actually, on the original part of this, Patrick and Marlena, you're like, no, you're probably thinking, oh no, not that master bathroom again. Yes, for crying out tears. It's the bathroom that still keeps haunting us.
One of the problems is the original contractor for this job either brought in his own people or tried to do the plumbing himself.
Well, yeah, he tried to do the plumbing himself, and that
we had all the
was
problems. And then we had
yeah.
Patrick come out, and he was able to fix all their nonsense. And then we had a different person come out and do the tile. And we thought, okay, now we're done. Everything will be fine.
Nope.
And we thought we were fine, but clearly there was stuff going on in the background that we did not know about.
So let me give you just a quick little background. Oh, I'm glad you're still selling real estate, Lavina. Hope everything's going really well. So originally when we had the original contractor, which by the way, he was a total sham, and I even checked references. Oh my gosh. So if you need contractors, please reach out to me. I've been here after almost 20 years. We've had the good, the bad, and the ugly, so I kind of know a thing or two of what to look for in a contractor.
You know some people that you
Yeah,
really trust
yeah.
and
Let
use
me
them all
know
the
because
time.
I'll use them with
They're
clients.
trustworthy, they're affordable, they're responsive.
Yeah.
You know, let us know because I'm sure there are people we don't know about.
Right. Yeah, and we love to use obviously local people that are talented and affordable, and really want to do a job well done. Finding people to do work with excellence is sadly a rare thing these days. But anyway, so originally when we had this tile laid, see how straight that line is? Well. I came in the bathroom one day and I was like, why is the tile smiling at me? There was such a sag like that. It looked like the tile was smiling. I thought, oh my gosh. So there I was trying to slide it up the wall. No. So in any event, note to self, Grace only it's good to have, but then you have to go to yourself, okay, let's not be foolish and let's kind of act still graciously, but so that we're protecting our own interest as well.
And by the way, one thing that's interesting is, if anybody knows Patrick from Putman Plumbing, he's a really mild-mannered.
Yeah, Patrick is phenomenal. We love him.
He came here, and the person who was doing the shoddy work was actually here when
Yeah.
Patrick came to look at
Yeah,
it.
the foreman.
And boy, Patrick was about as angry as I could ever imagine him being. He let that guy know this was not work done by a licensed plumber.
Yeah.
You guys don't know what you're doing.
Yep.
What are you doing to this poor family? I can't believe he really went after them. And the guy left sheepishly like, yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, and he did return our money, but we spent so much more having to do the repair and the materials. Just awful. Yes, Lavina, I'm still doing interior decorating, but we do it for charity now. And actually, I do home staging too. If you need me, just certainly reach out. I still have this.
We could turn the home staging into a decorating.
Yeah,
as a marketing vehicle for your house.
Sure. So we do this. If you go to our website, decoratingdatenight.com, Lavina, you can see what we do. And we could even do a Facebook Live from one of your homes when we do, if we wanted to do staging. And then we could use it as a marketing tool for you. We'd be happy to do that for you. So in any event, yeah. So I still have the same cell number if you still have it, or just PM me on Facebook and we'll get together. But is that not coming off?
You have any idea how this is on there?
Is
it just glued or something?
No.
There's no screws.
I think it's like a tile. I think it's
an actual tile?
That's my understanding, honey. But
really?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could. We're not resaving it, so you could just smash it.
Oh, well, yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
I might just leave that for Bob.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. So this is kind of where we are. We appreciate you spending some of your Saturday morning with us for our DIY project that we are then also calling in a professional to help us with. So you will see our new copper shower hopefully sooner rather than later. Kind of excited about this. And like I said, next week we'll be at my daughter's house up in Pennsylvania doing some additional projects. I'll be painting her kitchen cabinets with this great all-in-one paint that I'm excited to try. And if you want to check out my podcast with my friend Stephanie, it's the DIY Designer. Until next time, Decorating Date Night with Troy and Dina is a wrap, and we will see you then. Ciao.